definitely a lot of freshness. I would say it's a lemon freshness or... Hello and welcome back to Whisky.com. Today we have a Scottish whiskey from Campbelltown on the cask, and it's the Hazelburn 9 years old Barolo from 2007. So Hazelburn, we do know Hazelburn. It's a brand from the Springbank distillery, and everybody who likes to know more about the Springbank distillery, there is a video on our channel, and you can find the video on the channel where I reviewed the distillery, walk through the distillery, or you can go to Whisky.com. You find the same video, but also with extra information and extra pictures from the Springbank distillery. So the Hazelburn is here it says triple distilled. The Springbank distillery really has a strange process of distilling their different brands. I think they have double distilling, 2.5 distilling, and triple distilling. And if you want to know it, watch the video about the distillery. It's a cask strength whiskey. We have 57.9% ABV. It's not chill filtered, has no coloring. It was matured in bourbon barrels and was finished in Barolo wine casks. So we have another wine finish. I just had the last wine finish, which was the Rothaus Lemberg, which was really wine, and this one here is will be really will have a wine taste as well, because the Barolo red wine is more of a dry, sour, bitter red wine. Also can be a bit fruity and with berries in taste. So we will have the typical berry tastes. The Barolo red wine is one of the premium red wines, and it's heavy legislated to actually, when you want to be allowed to make it, you're not allowed to produce too many grapes or too much of grape substance on your fields. You have to be in a certain region of Piedmont, where for the Moscherie, the cherry, I think that comes from there. And actually the town of Barolo lies within that region. The second thing which is legislated about the wine is it has to be matured for 62 months and at least 18 of them in wood casks. And that's what's important for the whiskey. So we have a wine that is stored very long in the wooden casks that then are later used for our whiskey to mature in. So we have a lot of wine soaking into the staves and get a lot of this flavor into the whiskey. I think enough said. Let's go to the tasting. Just cut my nails, so I really have trouble getting it open. There you go. I got everybody a bottle open until now. So we got a really strong capsule up there, nice cork, and here comes the whiskey. Also, I would have expected more of a red note. As it says, aged 9 years, number of bottles 10,800. Distilled, bottled. It didn't say how long it was matured in. Here it says 6 years in first fill bourbon barrels, 3 years in refill Barolo wine hogsheads. So a hogshead means that they took the staves and made a new barrel out of it, but the staves are what matters. But the thing is, it has been matured for 3 years in these casks. With the color, we have a nice golden color, what you would expect from a first fill bourbon barrel. And when you mature longer in wine barrels, the color goes back to a golden color again. And when you have a very short finish, like, I don't know, 3 months, maybe 6 months, you have a bit of a red note in the whiskey. More of a wine color influence and less of a wine color influence when you have a longer maturation, but the taste just increases. Oh yeah, you do have a... Oh, that's a complex one. It's a mixture of a little bit spiciness with fresh fruits and definitely a lot of freshness. I would say it's a lemon freshness or lime freshness. Yeah, lime with a hint of cinnamon and... is it cinnamon or a curry? It's a complex one. You do have other fruits in there as well. A little hint of honey, a little hint of banana. Okay, that is a really complex one. I like that. But it doesn't have that dominant sweetness. It's a very, very subtle honey sweetness. Oh, the taste. Ooh. It starts very spicy. What pepper? Bell pepper. When you do have a little fruitiness in the back with dried fruit, oxidized fruits, raisins. And here comes a bitterness with a good taste of chocolate. Very, very strong cacao chocolate. It's a... Oh, and spiciness all over. Still has that spiciness of pepper in there. But it's a brown pepper, white pepper. It's not very, very hot, but really dark, deep spices. And now I smell it even stronger. With the citric moving to the back and more of a spiciness coming to the front. Again, a strong peppery start. With a little bit of sweetness. After second sip, you get a pretty dry mouthfeel. And got a lot of tannins in there. I would have expected more of a fruity berry of flavors, but I would say the spiciness, the bitterness, the chocolate, the cacao, a little bit of coffee, that's dominating. Yeah, I like that one. That's a hefty, spicy bitterness, a little bit of sweetness whiskey. Great balance for a Scotch. So, thank you very much for watching. If you like a whiskey that has more of a kick to it, then have a look around for the Hazelburn Barolo finish. And if you'd like to see more about us, then please subscribe and see you next time.